Hello and welcome to Unhinged Respectfully. It's me, Christina again. Hello, welcome back. Or if this is your first episode you're watching, hello, there's a first one. Might as well go to the first one. Anyways, today I thought it would be fun to give a little bit like of a insight on my brain for the week. Earlier this week, I was really heavily thinking about jealousy for some reason. Also, hold on. Before we get into this, I want to say I apologize in advance if you hear dog toys. Sky's off the rocker today. Off the rocker. Secondly, I'm bedazzling my mic. Um, TikTok shop. I got a little kit and I've been loving it. I've been bedazzling everything. Um, anyways, also I've been trying to figure out what flow I want this podcast to be. Like if I want it to be like longer or shorter, and I think I'm gonna go for more of, like, the shorter to medium side, and then leave, like, the longer episodes for, like, when friends are here. Sky is reverse sneezing. Perfect. Anyways, um, but earlier this week, I was really thinking about, like, jealousy and comparison, and like I said in the first episode, and a common theme that I feel like I have or people in their 20s have is jealousy and comparison to other people. And obviously I'm married. I got married at a younger age, so trying to compare my life to someone else would be a disservice to myself. And that could be with literally anyone at any point of time in your life. Comparison is the thief of happiness. But I was really just thinking about it, even just in terms of myself. Like, I'm married young, and so I don't want to compare my life to someone who got married in their 30s or their 40s because we're in very different parts of our lives. Even though technically we both got recently married, like, we're still in very different parts in our lives, and like our brains are very different. And, like, it, there's just no reason to compare your situation to anybody else's. Um, and I was really thinking back to like jealousy with friends, and I really started thinking about. Ugh, it just makes me so mad. Jealousy is just evil, okay? But I was really starting to think about like how I feel when it comes to comparison and like jealousy within people around me. And I started to realize that the people that show up for me and care about me and love me and vice versa, I do not feel a smidge of jealousy for. I feel strictly happiness and supportiveness, and like when those people that are around you that you love and that you care about and they do that same thing back to you, when they succeed, it's like you succeed. Like they make you feel a part of them succeeding or having something or being able to do something or experiences. Like they don't make it seem like a this is like a my thing only, and you can just watch from the outside. And I just realized that that's kind of life. Like when you genuinely have a good connection with someone in a good friendship or relationship, you don't feel jealousy towards that person. Like you feel happiness, and like you don't feel that terrible evil power in your body, and you don't feel bad about yourself at all. Me and my friends are in such different phases of our lives, and not once have I felt jealous or no, like I have not once felt jealous about a real friend. Now, there have been times where like there are people in my life where I've felt jealousy or comparison for, and I've realized that those people are just not people that I feel safe with, I guess, and also aren't real true friends because again, I wouldn't be in that position to feel that if they were good to me. And I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just like was really thinking about it this week. Um, and like even in the Bible, like jealousy is not a good thing. Like jealousy is terrible. And so I try to stop myself from saying the phrase like, "Oh, I'm so jealous of you," or like, "Oh, I wish that were me." Because realistically, when I say that to someone, I'm not jealous of them. I'm really happy for them. I'm really happy for them. And I want to learn, or not learn, but I want to hear about their experience from them. Like, I'm really eager to learn about how people live their life and like how they felt and like all the fun things. Like, I'm really excited for people. So instead of saying, like, oh, I'm so jealous of you, I need to start saying, like, I'm so excited for you. Like, I can't wait to hear about it. Or, like, wow, that's so exciting. How did you get to that point? Or, I don't know, be a little bit more purposeful in the way that I'm expressing my feelings towards people. And I think that also comes with understanding that feeling that when you're doing something fun or you've gotten a great opportunity or something special has happened to you, and when people say, like, oh, I'm so jealous of you, it doesn't really make me feel that good. Like, when people say that to me, I don't think, and it could be my imposter syndrome talking, but, like, I don't really think of, "Wow, I'm feeling really good, like, people are jealous of me." I don't feel that. I feel kind of, like, negative, and I think when people are curious about things that I've gone through or get to do or accomplished, and when they phrase it in certain ways, I feel a lot better about it than vice versa, and need to start, like, putting that into my own back brain, I guess, realizing the feelings that obviously I'm not trying to make someone feel bad or diminishing what they have, but I think it is definitely something we should all think a little bit more about now that it's been, like, heavy on my mind. But, like I was saying with friendships, um, you should never feel jealous of your friends. And I truly, truly mean that. Like, you should never feel jealous of your friends. And if you do, then maybe you should reevaluate your friendships. I don't know. I don't know. Well, here's Sky. I'm telling you guys, she's crazy today. But anyways, um, and looking at it in a social media perspective, like there was a time when I was younger that I was very into um like social media. Like I was very I put a lot of my time and my brain memory into social media influencers. I grew up on YouTube. I was a YouTube girl, I still am. And I grew up on like DIY girls. I grew up on like back to school girls. Like I grew up on like Remy and Alicia and Lord DIY and Meg DeAngelis, My Life as Ava, and then I I did used to watch a little bit of Shane Dawson and I used to watch Clever. I watched the Dolan twins, which I'm gonna get to. And I watched a little bit of David Dobrik, not a ton. I was more into like Zayn and Heath. And so like I watched so much YouTube when I was younger, and I saw so many different individuals who got to do all these fun things and got all this money, and like I I don't think I was jealous, but I was envious, I would say. But I never felt a disgusting feeling in my chest when I would watch these people. Like I was never like, "Oh, like I really wish I had that." I never had that ever, which is crazy because they were on such a big scale and they were so crazy. Like now I feel like there's certain people that aren't even at that scale that I see on social media, and I'm just like, like, I want to be doing that so bad," or, like, I don't know, I just get, like, a icky feeling in my body and my brain, and I hate it. And, going back to the Dolan twins, I was obsessed with them as a kid, like, you can ask my parents, my friends, like, anyone who's around me, I knew everything you could know about them through the internet, I knew. I was the first one to be liking their pictures, I knew where they were, like, again, to the extent of what they would share, but, like, they crowded my brain for the longest time in the most positive way, I'd say. Like, I was obsessed, but, like, not, like, crazy obsessed, not, like, going to the airport to try to find them obsessed, um, and I really cared about them in that, like, parasocial kind of way, and I was talking to my mom the other day, and we were talking about, um, like, some deep stuff, I guess you could say, and she had mentioned or I had kind of mentioned how I feel my purpose a lot in life is to make sure that nobody feels alone and to make sure that people feel like they always have at least someone. And I am willing to always be that person. And I think it's my nature and I think it's um the quest that God has sent me to do, but I also think it's from how I've felt a lot in prior years and even sometimes today where you just feel like so alone or so different or whatever the case may be or like you're struggling so much or everyone hates each other and I never want anyone else to feel that way. So I always want to make sure that I can connect with everyone, no matter who it is, no matter if I like them, if I don't like them, if they're crazy, if whatever. I wanna make sure that they feel, safe and have someone, and that's so, so important to me, and that's something that the Dolan twins made me feel when I was younger is, like, "You matter," and, like, we can disagree on things. Again, like, respectfully, like, unhinged respectfully, we can disagree on things and still be civil, and, like, you still matter even though you may not agree on things, and even in, like, a even if you look at it in, like, a religious aspect as well, like, yes, there are things that we agree and disagree with in certain terms, and but at the same time, we can't just pick and choose which sin we're gonna, like, kinda let loose on or let it go over our head or look the other way, and, like, you can't blame somebody else for having different ones that they wanna overlook, like, it drives me insane. But where am I going with this? I told you guys I ramble so bad. Um, wow, I just completely lost my thought. Oh, but I never felt that like weird jealousy thing with any of those people that were so big. And now that I feel that with some people that are so much smaller scale, and there's so many of them now, it's difficult, I guess, to say the least. Um, but to make this not a crazy long episode. It's only gonna be like 15 minutes. But to make this kind of short, kind of start letting loose of people that make you feel that way. Because why are they making you feel that way? You know? Cut them out of social media. It's fine. Cut them out of your life. It's fine. Keep some distance or just recalculate your head so that you're not feeling that way because it's easy to fix. It's super easy to fix. And I would love to dive deeper onto this, into this subject. Whoa, Sky. Um, but I just thought I would like peek it into your brains a little bit and really get you thinking on that. Um, because jealousy is evil and there's an easy way to kind of stop that jealousy. And I've noticed being around very close friends that I just don't feel that jealousy, and clearing what's around me is a very easy thing to do. Um, but yeah, don't be jealous of anyone, be envious. I guess, if that's the right word. But that's all I have for today. A little snippet, a little rant. But I hope you guys have a really good rest of your weekend, rest of your week whenever you're watching this. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.